so pleasant day to each and everyone. So, for today's session, I'll be discussing another topic that is included to your midterm examination. And the title of what we will be discussing today is about handling guest complaints in food and beverage, right? So, hashtag turning dissatisfaction into delight. Okay, so let's define first class what is complaint. Ayan. Are you familiar with the word complaint? Of course, as HM student, I do believe that all of you is familiar with this word. Okay, so if we will define this, when we say complaint, this is something to do with the expression of dissatisfaction, or it can be pain, or resentment regarding a service, or it can be product, or situation, or a formal accusation of wrongdoing. So we can consider as complaint also as disagreeing, protest, or it can be an objection. So sa hospitality industry class, sabi ko nga sa inyo, hindi natin pwedeng iwasan na hindi mangyayari or hindi kayo makaka-encounter ng anumang complaint. So it can be the food quality, it can be the services, or it can be the staff or the employee itself sa loob ng isang restaurant halimbawa. So, there are reasons behind ng mga complaint ng mga customers natin or guests. But as hospitality professional, what you will or what will be the best response na dapat ninyong gawin once nandito na kayo sa area ng pagko-complain ng customer natin. So, we have the value of guest feedback. So, it says here that complaints are opportunities. So, they highlight areas where our food and beverage service can improve. Ayan. So, most of the time, pag narinig kasi natin or na-experience natin ang complaint, parang tinatag natin to as negative experience. Parang it will make your mood bad or making a bad day for you or something like nakakasira no ng image kapag naka-encounter ang isang staff or employee sa loob ng isang restaurant na isang complaint. But we can see that this is also an opportunity. So, it's a blessing as well if merong may mga feedback tayo, negative feedback ha, na, na tayo na-experience from the guest. It's opportunity. Since um, opportunities is referring to, I could say, favorable circumstances. Ibig sabihin ng favorable circumstances, it always happens for a reason. Yun. Tatandaan yun. Hindi mangyayari isang complaint kung walang reason. Okay? At itong complaint na to is nagiging stepping stone natin to fulfill more and to experience growth as a staff. Okay? So, later, titignan natin kung ano pa yung dapat ninyong makita once you handle complaint. No? So again, complaints are opportunities. This is considered as customer retention as well. So resolving a complaint effectively can fractively can build stronger loyalty than the issue never happened. So, once ma-resolve natin ang isang complaint sa loob ng restaurant, mas nagiging malalim ang relationship natin sa iba't ibang klase ng customer at mas nagiging magaan sa atin ang isang complaint once na-encounter natin ulit siya second time around. Or kahit magpaulit-ulit yung complaint na yun, class, hindi ka na sobrang pressure or hindi ka na sobrang mamomoblema kasi you know already how to handle that dahil meron ka ng um, relationship, okay, stronger relationship sa mga customers mo. So, nagiging ano na siya, ordinary routine na once you encounter complaint. And also, word of mouth, this is unhappy guest tells 10 people. A guest with a resolved complaint tells 5 people about your great recovery. Okay? Na gets ninyo? Okay, sabi dito, um, once the guest is unhappy or dissatisfied with the service, halimbawa, okay, so the guest will tell um 10 people, no? Ibig sabihin, number lang tong tinitingnan natin dito. Okay? Over 5 people, and nakikita nyo dito sa data, nakapag good job naman ang ating staff or employee, no, sa pagre-resolve ng issues or complaint. Okay? So nakikita nyo, no, parang ang mga customers, pag dissatisfied, mabilis nilang ikalat yung dissatisfaction nila. Pero kapag good job or great job ang ginawa ng isang staff, ever he or she resolves the issue and whatsoever or the service, parang iilang tao lang yung kaya nilang mapagsabihan na maganda, maayos ang service, um, unforgettable experience yung na-experience ko dun sa restaurant na yun or coffee shop na yun. So, ganun po natin makikita ang customer. So, kailangan din talaga, the same time, the opportunity ang complain, pero kung kakayanin din natin most of the time, iwasan, no, is mas better. Reputation management. So, reputation management tells about handling issues in-house and prevents negative online reviews. So as much as possible, since ang mga customers natin is they are prone to social media na whatever na na-experience or napapansin nila sa service o sa loob ng restaurant, sa environment, madali nila yang i-post lalo na ngayon, no? Konting pagkakamali lang ng isang service crew, halimbawa sa pagsusukli, sa pagsiserve, or sa maling pagtitake lang ng orders, ang nangyayari po, lalo na sa natapatan yung mga customers na sobrang perfectionist, or um, they don't want the staff or the employee um, will have their mistakes sa pag aasikaso sa kanila, they will post agad sa social media. So, iingatan din natin to, class, kasi um, yung reputation ng ano natin, ng restaurant or ng coffee shop, halimbawa natin, ay kailangan natin siyang ma-secure and ma-protect sa mga customers na sometimes they are abusive, no? Pero hindi natin kayang kontrolin kasi to because they are the customers. So, ang magandang gawin is from time to time, kailangan nating mag-serve ng maayos beyond pa doon sa expectation ng guest natin. So, ganun ka-challenging. And also, you need to learn the learn method. Ayan. So, when we say learn method, this is a standard and highly effective framework for hospitality professionals. So, para mas mabilis yung matandaan what is learn method, we have letter L, which is the listen actively. So, give the guest your full attention without interrupting. So, if the guest complain po, hayaan mo lang muna siyang magsalita. Hayaan mo lang siyang mag-share. Hayaan mo lang matapos at mag-subside yung init ng ulo or galit niya. So, that will be your active response as staff or food attendant, or it can be you are the manager or the captain waiter, the cashier, the baristas, and whatsoever, no, you need to listen first. No, kahit gaano pa kahaba yung litanya niya, no, makinig ka lang. Okay? And also, once the complaint arise, you need to empathize. So, ano po yun? You need to validate their feelings and show understanding. So, after listening, um, iparamdam mo sa kanila na um, nafe-feel mo kung ano yung nararamdaman nila at this moment. Kasi for example, gutom na si guest. Ang tagal na i-serve ng pagkain, let's say 30 to 40 minutes bago na serve. So, the tendency is the guest is nakasimangot na yan, or wala na yan sa mood, or nalipasan na ng gutom yan. Yung excitement niya kumain, nawala na, and he or she wants to go home na or tinamad na magstay sa inyong coffee shop or restaurant. So, you need to validate that by showing that um, you are on their, ano, yung tinatawag na you are on their shoes. Okay? Na nafe-feel mo yung nafe-feel nila at that moment. Okay? So, paano ka magbibigay din ng empathize? For example, pwede mo silang bigyan ng discount or pwede kayong magbigay ng freebie, complimentary drinks or bread para lang din mapamper natin yung kanilang complaint. Okay? And also, you need to apologize, offer a sincere, genuine apology without making excuses. So, kung alam naman nating nagkamali tayo, pwedeng sa pagsaserve ng food or sa service, medyo hindi nagustuhan ng guest natin. So, always give apologies po sa ating mga customers. Okay? Kasi ito po yung nagiging way na you are accepting kung ano rin po yung naging pagkukulang mo as food attendant. Okay? Or as food server. So, with that, mas nalilesen natin yung um, negative emotions ng guest natin. 'Di ba para bang in real life pag tayo merong hindi nakaunawaan, kapag ikaw yung naunang nag-sorry o nag-apology sa nangyari, nagsasubside na yung galit, 'di ba? So, ganun din yon. So, it's a domino effect. Once you give apologies, right after a minute, magiging okay na din ang guest niyan. Okay? And the letter R stands for resolve the issue. Take immediate action to correct the problem. So when we say immediate, wag na nating pag-antayin pa ang guest natin kung sino pa ba ang dapat nating tawagin na tao sa loob ng restaurant to resolve. Halimbawa, ang problema lang naman is yung malamig na soup na na-serve sa kanya supposedly hot. You don't need to wait for your manager to come in, no? Para i-resolve lang yung malamig na soup ni guest natin. So kayang-kaya mo na 'yon. Papalitan mo sa kitchen and then bigyan mo si guest ng mainit na soup. Okay? So that's immediate action. Another example, um, the complaint is medyo masikip sa table na na-assign sa kanila. Table for 4 pero parang table for ano lang yung space for 2 and whatsoever. So, if that is the complaint, lalo na kung nakapagpa-reserve sila ahead of time, make sure to to check another set of table para mas maging komportable ang guest natin sa kanilang space. Okay? And do not tell them that there's no vacant seats na or no tables na for them to transfer. Okay? Kasi sila po ay considered as reserved. So, priority po sila dapat na mabigyan ng uh, bagong space sa loob ng restaurant. And also, N is considered as the notify and the follow-up. So, you need to inform the team and check back with the guest. So, there are some examples of notification and follow-up sa guest natin. So, I'll be giving you an example a while ago. Sa example natin, no, that the guest is um, looking for a hot soup, no. So, try to come back, no, as food server or food attendant. Try to check if okay na yung na-serve natin sa kanilang soup. Okay? Kung meron bang kulang dun sa kung may kulang sa lasa o yung temperature ba ng soup na na-serve is satisfied na si guest natin. So, you need to follow up on that. Baka naman kasi pa kahit pangalawa o pangatlo na nagpalit ng soup yun, same pa din naman yung naibibigay sa guest natin. So, nagiging useless ang um, complaint ng ating guest. No? So, better to check on your guests and customers from time to time. Okay? And also, we have, ayan. So, the power of listening. So, this is also additional information. The step 1 natin, no? So, give full attention, maintain eye contact, and stop whatever else you are doing. So, do not interrupt. Let the guest vent and finish their entire story. Body language matters. Keep an open posture. Do not cross your arms. Okay? Ito. If you are a good listener, hindi ka dapat magpakita na ng gesture mo na parang you are not listening to the concern. So, you need to um you need to maintain the eye contact and focus ka lang doon sa complaint ng customers mo at hindi mo muna isipin yung iba mo pang kailangang tapusing trabaho on that day. And then you need to take note if complex, jot down details to show you take it seriously. Ayan. So, limang may mga customers tayo, no? Ang dami nilang complain. Yung messy table, yung prices na nagbago without prior notice sa mga regular customer, madami. So, you need to jot it down para if ever naman, no, sa part mo, may mga hindi ka na kayang i-resolve dyan. So, your manager will help you on how to resolve that issue. And then yung empathize, putting yourself in their shoes. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, you need to validate their feelings, acknowledge their frustration without necessarily admitting fault right away. Use empathy statements like, I completely understand why you are upset. I would be frustrated too if my meal was delayed. Ayan. So, tone of voice. Ensure your tone is sincere, calm, and caring. So, once you give empathize to the guest, wag naman yung parang ikaw pa yung galit, na para bang hindi mo kasalanan. Yeah, we're already there sa mga ganong klase ng reason out na hindi naman po kasi namin kasalanan, ma'am yun. Diba? It's not like that. So, you need to adjust, no? E-settle mo yung complaint ni guest natin na as if ikaw yung nakakaramdam or nakaka-experience ng complaint niya. Lagi pong ganun sa hospitality industry. Kaya nga I don't know if you still remember, no, some of my advices sa inyo, no, may mga personal advices ako sa inyo in life, like, there are times that we don't need to take everything seriously, no. So, hindi naman kasi lahat it's all about us. Hindi naman lahat ng bagay tayo yung may mistakes. But at the end of the day, kailangan lang siyang daanan. Pero it's not about you. It's about the the problem that you need to address and you need to overcome, something like that. So, sa hospitality industry, ganun lang din yun. Dadaan lang ang complaint and after a day, tapos na yun. So, nasa sa'yo na yan kung dadalhin mo siya, uh, you will take it personally na hanggang kinabukasan, hanggang buong buhay mo, hanggang buong taon na nagtatrabaho ka as hospitality professional, andun pa rin na kinikimkim mo lahat ng bigat from your customer. So, ikaw yung may hirapan. So, it's not like that. Okay? So, apologize, the art of sincerity. So, be genuine, avoid robotic or defensive apologies. Your body language and tone should convey true regret to their experience. So, no excuses. Do not blame the kitchen, other servers, or the system. The guest only cares about the solution, not the internal operations. So, always remember on this, kahit sino pang Poncio Pilatong ituro mo kung sino may kasalanan ng pag-delay ng food, delay ng service, walang pakialam po dyan ang guest natin. Okay? Always remember that. Kahit sino pang i-pinpoint mong tao, hindi yan kilala ng guest, wala silang pakialam kung sinong tinuturo mo. So, ang point po dito, as kayo po ay food attendant, no, as hospitality professionals po, you need um, to think and plan for the solution. Yun yung inaantay ng guest, solution. Hindi kung sino po ang may kasalanan. Kasi hindi niya alam niya ang buong operations kung ano nangyayari at never na magkakaroon ng pake ang guest natin sa operation. Okay? Ang mahalaga sa kanya, paano ka magre-response sa complaint niya kasi gusto nila ASAP masolusyonan. So, you need to be sincere on that. Kasi mag start pa dyan na magkakaroon ng away sa loob ng organization kung marami tayong pinipinpoint na tao kung sinong may kasalanan. So, hindi dapat ganon. So, you need to have the clear communication as well. Use clear language. Be specific about what you are apologizing for to ensure the guest feels understood. So, say, I am so sorry that your steak was overcooked. Rather than, I'm sorry you didn't like the steak. Okay? So, ano yung mas magandang pakinggan? Siyempre, itong may check. Okay? So, palitan na agad and you need to think of the best phrases po na mas acceptable, okay, sa ating guest. So, kaya tinatawag na clear language. Though, ipabasahin natin yung dalawang phrases na to, almost parehas naman ng meaning. Pero saan ba mas magandang, ano yung mas magandang gamitin at mas masarap pakinggan sa end ng guest? Siyempre yung may check. Okay? Ayan. So, step 4, resolve the issue, taking immediate action, As for their preference, how can I make this right for you? So I'll offer options, provide immediate solutions, like remake the dish, offer a complimentary dessert, or substitute an item. Okay? So, tatanungin mo si guest, no? Pero example ko sa inyo kanina, if you can give preview na, nag-automatic na tayo. Pero pwede naman din po, if gugustuhin yung tanongin si guest, no? Kung anong gusto niyang maging action mo at pag sinabing kayo bahala, kayo dapat gumawa ng solution and this is the samples po na pwede niyong gawin. But if he or she has the request po at kaya namang i-cater or accommodate yung request niya, is ibigay po natin. Okay? Pero kapag hindi na siya pasok doon sa limitations, then syempre hindi tayo basta-basta ring mag-a-agree doon sa request. Halimbawa, ililibre na yung buong pagkain nila kung sila is family. Ang kanilang bill is 5,000. Hindi mo naman pwedeng i-accept yon as immediate action doon sa complaint regarding lang sa lasa ng pagkain. You can give some discount. Pero yung in full, payment nila is ililibre, hindi po pwede yon. Okay? So, that aware ka din sa kung ano po yung mga pwede ding i-request ng guest na kakayanin based on the policy po ng ating restaurant. Act with urgency, make correcting the issue your top priority. So, sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, if merong complaint, focus nyo muna si customer na may complaint bago kayo magtrabaho pa sa iba nyo kailangan tapusin within the shift. No? Kasi hanggang hindi nyo nare-resolve to, magpapatong-patong lang yung pressure sa'yo sa buong araw kasi may unsettled issue po. Okay? Empowerment, know your limits on what you can uh, compare, replace without needing a manager's approval. Okay? So, ito rin yung binabanggit ko sa inyo kanina na not all the time, andyan po ang managers no, sa likod ninyo para mag-take ng immediate action. Most of the time, if you can do or resolve issues, minor, it can be major, as long that you can settle, it's, um, it's a good skills po as hospitality professionals. Okay? And know your limits. Hanggang saan din ba yung kaya mong i-address na issues. Okay? As long na kaya, wag nang laging merong naka-backup sa atin. Okay? Kaya ito din ang tinuturo ko sa inyo on some performance tasks that you have, kailangan yung maging independent, no? Kailangan yung tumayo sa self ninyo in exploring um, the subject and sometimes the performance task, something like that. You need to have your own concept of it kasi sa hospitality industry, not all the time you have your backup and guide. Kailangan magkaroon kayo na tinatawag na independency. So, it's a practice for you. Okay, yung mga ginagawa din natin sa klase. So, step 5, notify and follow up. Inform the team. So, let the chef or restaurant manager know about the issue immediately. This internal communication is critical to prevent the same mistake from happening to other guests. So, systematic issues can only be resolved promptly when the whole team is aware. And check back in. Once the new item is delivered or the solution is provided, follow up with the guest. Ensure satisfaction. So, is the dish prepared to your liking this time? Say thank you. Always thank the guests for bringing the issue to your attention. Okay? So, notification, ito po is a part ng team. Kailangan ma-discuss po ito kung ano po yung naging reason ng complaint. Lahat po ng nasa operation, kailangan po they are aware so that everybody will resolve the issue ng kabuuan kayo. Hindi kayo mag-isa lang. And then, after that, you discuss it already to the team, follow up na natin yung guest, lalo na kung meron naman na tayo nabigay na immediate action sa kanya. Okay, so mahalaga po yung teamwork sa loob ng isang organization kasi um, may mga pagkakataon na hindi rin naman din natin kayang mag-isa to resolve issues. May mga iba't ibang complaint ng guest natin, iba't iba yung level, no, minor or major. Pero kahit tayo po ay independent, may mga pagkakataon that we need our team pa din, okay, to help us also. Okay, and common complaints, we have the food quality, cold food, no, foreign objects or not cooked to order. So sa cold food, apologize immediately and have the kitchen heat it safely or remake it fresh to ensure optimal quality. Sa foreign objects naman, this is critical. So apologize profusely, remove the dish, notify the manager and offer a replacement plus usually a complete meal. Not cook to order, remove the plate quickly and expedite a new one with the kitchen. Ensure the replacement is perfect before serving. Then pagdating naman sa common issues natin sa service, again sa food quality, tatlo lang. Cold food, foreign objects, and not cooked, no? Or not totally cooked. And then yung service issues, we have the slow service, billing errors, or the environment. So sa slow service natin, apologize for the delay, offer complimentary bread or small appetizer while they wait, and closely monitor the kitchen's progress. Billing errors, review the check calmly with the guest, correct the mistake immediately in the POS or point of sale system, and print a new accurate receipt. Then sa environment, if a guest complains about a draft or excessive noise, quickly offer to relocate them to a quieter or warmer table if possible. So pitfalls to avoid class, always remember on never argue. So even if the guest is wrong, arguing will only escalate the situation. So maintain a professional demeanor at all times. Don't take it personally. So the guest is upset with the situation or the product, not with you as a person. So you need to detach class your emotions. Never say I don't know. So instead, say let me find out for you, or let me get a manager who can help. Always offer a path to the answer. Then we have also don't ignore the issue. Hoping a frustrated guest will just leave quietly damages the restaurant's reputation and online standing. So with that, I just want to leave this quotation to all of you that a complaint is a gift. So handling complaints effectively separates average food and beverage establishments from exceptional ones. So a well-handled complaint creates a loyal guest for life. You need to stay calm, be professional, and always strive to exceed expectations. Okay, so I hope you learned something from the lesson, and on our actual demonstration for the wine and the room service, um we will be having some scenario, no, of this topic, so that I can assess all of you if you learn something from today's lesson. So thank you so much for listening, class. Goodbye and God bless everyone.